So in this shot, we're going to edit this photo of Kea. We took this a few weeks ago. This is like a bit of a portfolio session with a few different ideas, basically new bits of equipment in the studio, so you wanted to try them out. So this one is using an optical snoot with the spotlight sort of attachment to it. Never used anything like that before, but seen a few people use it and thought I would give it a go. And this is how the shot came out. So this is the shot in Lightroom, and it was the first time using it, so it's not the cleanest of things I've done, but we're going to make it look a lot better. What we're going to do really is most of this work is going to be in Lightroom, where there's a lot more tools we can use in Lightroom, and then we'll go over to Photoshop just to clean up little bits here and there. So first things first is I want to make it for Instagram, so I'm going to make it as square, because I just think it'll look a little bit better and a little bit more, obviously more symmetrical when it's in a square like this. First of all, we're just going to get the crop in, and then we're going to add a mask. So we're going to add a radial mask, and we're going to do it around basically a nice circle. Shrink it down a little bit just to kind of match the outside of the spotlight itself, and then we're just going to invert it. So when we're going to invert it, it's just going to do everything around that basically. I want to keep it nice and clean, so we're going to get rid of much of the feathering as possible because I want it to be quite a nice sharp image. And then literally we're going to bring all of the exposure down and all of the blacks down as well, just so we're literally got this circle image. Pretty straightforward. We're not too far away from where we want to be already. We kind of got this like Bond idea with it when we were doing it, this sort of James Bond idea. So the next thing we're going to do is open this in Photoshop and then just go in and retouch some of the little bits. So maybe some bits of the skin here and there, brighten the eyes a little bit. So using dodge and burn just to brighten the eyes a tiny bit here. Fairly straightforward. It doesn't make, it's not too heavy, but it just makes that little bit of difference just to make the eyes pop a little bit. And then we're just gonna clean this little mark on her skin off. Sorry Kea, but we'll just clean this up a little bit as well. Literally, that's all we have to do. So if that's all you have to do for cleaning skin up, then that's absolutely fine. I still want really this circle to be a bit sharper, so we're going to use another tool. So we're going to select the elliptical marquee tool, hold shift. This will make it a nice circle. It won't make it too, it's not going to make it like an oval or anything like that. And then we're pretty much where I want to be there anyway. So we're going to invert this. And then once we've inverted it, we're going to go into our curve selection and just go to brightness basically and bring it all the way down, just so we're getting a nice sharp image when it comes to the actual circle itself. I'm going to put the contrast all the way up and the circle and the brightness, sorry, all the way down. That just gives us this very clean black circle, or white circle in this case. Just going to go into this crop a tiny bit just because it's a little bit off. Just make sure we're pretty happy that it's centered and it's where we want it to be, but maybe just keep our eyes on the sort of third line when we come to like rule of thirds. And that's it. This is a real quick one because there's not that much to do. It's literally just correcting the circle or the spotlight that we had. It's got the image we wanted. It just was hard to get the rest of the image dark. We're shooting onto a white background. And it just makes things a little bit easier in post just to give this as a nice clean image. So we'll save this, we'll send it over back to Lightroom just to see if there's any more tweaks we want to do. I'm pretty happy with it. This is literally sort of straight out of camera, apart from the two little bits of cleanup we've done. So it's always, you know, as always, try and get it as nailed on as we can in camera to there's less work to do and things like that. But I'm really happy with this image. It looks pretty cool. And I will definitely be using a spotlight or a snoot or an optical snoot again and something like that. So that's the image, and that's how we edited it. Thanks again for watching. Thanks to everyone who's given me some lovely feedback on Instagram and on here and wherever it is talking about these videos. It's something I just wanted to do, and I don't know, you feel like you're in a creative mood, you're in a creative spark, you just think, you know what, I'm going to do it, and I'm gonna make something, and here we are. The first one was just on a whim, and then it's kind of gone from there. So yeah, hit subscribe at the bottom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another one.